Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Craig's still got his cough. Yep. Couldn't you have left that in Alabama?
Yeah.
Month.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, no, it's peaks and troughs, Robbo.
Yeah. It comes in here and it gets a lot worse.
It left me.
How was your holiday? Did you have a lovely time?
Not a holiday, it was a golf trip.
Well, it's exactly what is a holiday?
I went for hot weather golf and it was cold.
Right, lovely.
Very cold in Alabama.
Oh wow. Did you take that well?
Well, we had to soldier on because we were there.
Right.
And it was paid for.
Yeah.
So there was no backing out. Oh right. Boy. We'll put it one way. The first
Did
day
you win?
No. Not at that competition. The drinking competition.
Oh, yes.
Drinking and coughing competition.
Yeah. Put it one way, without boring you the whole story. The first day we got there, it was warm and a cold front came in and it was freezing. And when you're on a golf trip, you don't expect on the morning of day 2 the boys to be flooding into Dick's Sporting Goods to buy all the winter gear. That's not.
Didn't you go around in your shorts?
What do you mean?
You went round in short trousers.
And the first day
it's freezing cold. No wonder you got a cough.
And the first day I went was all right. The first day I went.
Answer the question.
He's been a bit like this.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's been a bit shouty.
That's all right. Nah, so it was. It has. It's just the wrong time of year to go there. Which the guy who organised the trip, Sandro, has been.
Well, yeah.
He has been.
When you go to like Arizona or somewhere, that would be
what I was saying to him for months.
I bet.
Palm Springs, Sandro. No, Alabama.
Craig's not the sort of person to go, don't worry about it. We know you tried your best.
Yeah.
Thanks for organising.
All the lads were giving. It was a good trip.
Sounds great. All these questions about if Vinny Jr. deserved a red card, but all I want to know is, are you guys having a good day? Are there good vibes in the office this Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Has there been bad vibes when I've been away?
No, I don't think so.
I normally get.
Some said there's been better vibes when you've been away.
Well, you said the bad vibes normally get blamed on me.
Well,
How does that happen?
I think that's
Generally,
justified,
and I have been.
I thought you were happy-go-lucky.
I've been
Everybody
away for a
tells
week.
me that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yep.
people in glass houses should. So what's the bad vibes? Is Robbo? Did he bring over the boxing gloves and he's been like?
No, I think he's been good.
I had a night out. No, Stevie came back to the hotel and had a couple of drinks with me.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah. With 10 minutes to go, when his wife was picking him up, he said, "I'll get another 3 in quickly."
You know, as you do.
As you do, yeah.
Oh, then we had dinner last night.
We had dinner last night. Very
wonderful.
nice.
Oh, yeah, what was great, the bill comes, so I'm with Ali and Kay. Robert goes, don't worry, me and Dan will pay for this. Oh, thanks. Oh, well, I didn't get dragged into paying the bill.
I tried to pay and I was denied.
Who had the most food and most drink out of all 4 of us?
Just put that as
Do you know why?
Do
Do you know why? He's not stupid. He'll put his on expenses.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
no, mine's not.
Mine's not
expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you, mine's not unexpensive. Don't
He
worry
was
about
such a
that.
gentleman. Kay, don't worry about paying. We have this. Goodness me. Made me sick.
We had great conversation.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Very good.
Has this been the most boring set of Champions League knockout ties you've ever seen?
What's going to happen next year when they change the format?
Do you want me to explain it to you?
You don't want him to explain it.
36 teams.
No, I know what it is, but I mean, it's going to be. I think we're going to see more of this.
Well,
Possibly.
That's what they're trying to change.
Yeah,
You don't get
they're trying to make it a little more interesting. It just was the draw. The draw always, when we looked at it, there weren't that many blockbuster ties, and it's played out pretty much.
The best game has been Real Madrid versus Leipzig, because Leipzig had a chance.
But so quality. Like, what quality have we seen?
Well, Porto Arsenal second leg might not be bad.
Exactly, that's the interesting. But you look at it, and I think it pretty much is going the way we expected.
Atletico Inter.
Yes, that's
a good game.
Yeah, that is a good game.
So I'm doing that on Tuesday.
All right.
A lot of
Wednesday.
Yeah.
A lot of Inter fans upset because Frank said that.
Yeah, they've regressed this season, when in fact they've actually picked
They've
up.
actually gotten better.
Yeah, Inter have, yes.
And Italian fans getting upset. How does that work?
Yes, very much so. But of course,
Atleti Inter's going to be a great
game.
Most definitely. Yeah, should be very good. If Arsenal go through and draws Real Madrid in the quarter-finals, how does Robbo see that tie playing out over 2 legs?
The way both teams are playing at the moment, I would say Arsenal would win the tie, because at the moment Arsenal are difficult to play against. If you try and squeeze them high up the field, they play around you. And if you drop deep, like Sheffield United did and other teams have done, Burnley, and sit there and sit deep, they've got enough quality in and around the box. They're the best team in and around the box at the moment. They'll cut you open then. So at the moment, I would see Arsenal winning that game quite comfortably.
That's fair, isn't it?
Well, there's an element of team speed that Arsenal have and energy all over the field that Real Madrid haven't shown over the last month or so. And that has to improve. And It's not only energy and intensity without the ball defensively, but also in the moving of the ball. If you're going to play at Arsenal, you know that they're going to move the ball quickly. You're Real Madrid, you have to be able to match that pace with your own possession and control the pace of the game. If you get in a back and forth with Arsenal, it feels like you're playing right into their hands, and Arsenal would be much better at that than Real Madrid.
The one thing that Arteta would have to do, he couldn't play Jorginho up against Bellingham.
Well,
He'd have to bring Rice back to play against Bellingham.
Right.
That'd be a great battle between two.
But then that would probably move Havertz back into midfield. And as much as Havertz has done well recently, he's done well from a forward position. Whenever he plays in the midfield, Arsenal are a weaker side. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah.
And then people will say, oh yeah, but he played in there against Burnley, yeah, but that's those teams. Not in the big games where the elite players could dominate the middle of the park. If he manoeuvres him back in, that's then a problem. So
But I wouldn't fancy Bellingham. I wouldn't fancy Jorginho against Bellingham.
No, he'd have to make a change. But Arsenal, I've said this for a while, they're the best team, certainly the best team in England at pinning someone in their own half and not letting them out.
When that draw's made, nobody wants Arsenal. No one wants Manchester City.
Absolutely not. What I would say about Real Madrid is that whenever we have seen them lately in this competition, and when they won it a couple of years back, they won it by absorbing a lot of pressure and going out in moments of transition. Now, the difference back then as to what it is now is that you had a guy like Karim Benzema who can score that big goal. And now you're looking around and thinking, well, who's going to be that guy? But you still have the personnel of Vini Jr. to get out in transition, or Rodrigo to get out in transition, Valverde as well, and now the added value of Jude Bellingham. They're going to absorb some pressure against a team like Arsenal. My concern would be is once they're pinned down, as this guy's just mentioned, is Real Madrid good enough defensively to withstand that pressure?
And without Courtois, without Militao.
And does Ancelotti pick the right formation and the system, which he didn't do
when
today?
they were going through that, they had a proper goalkeeper in back four, didn't they?
Exactly.
They don't have that. Simple.
Dan, please tell me why coaches overthink. Madrid would have given us a breathtaking counter if they'd gone toe-to-toe with Leipzig. Why did Carlo play a pep on us? Well, I've got many thoughts on this, but I feel that it may be wise to go to everybody else.
No, go ahead, Dan.
I don't have any.
It's Dan.
You're the Real Madrid man.
No, I don't have any thoughts.
No,
to
but
be
it
honest.
says Dan.
I think everyone's covered it beautifully in the show.
Oh, wow.
No,
I don't think Ancelotti tried to do what's doing a pep anyway? Overthinking.
Overthinking.
I don't think he really did. I mean, maybe they sat in a little bit, but that's just kind of who they are at the moment.
Yeah.
They're not playing brilliantly. They're not dominating teams. They've dropped a few points recently. I kind of think that's who they are. You can get at them.
He did change. Rodrigo, I think, had to play in the game.
Oh, he changed the personnel in the system. Yeah.
Robbo, you've seen probably a lot more Inter than we have. If Arsenal or Inter were to play Madrid tomorrow, would they walk over Madrid?
If Arsenal are Inter.
Let's forget Arsenal. We've talked about Arsenal, haven't we? Yeah, let's talk about
Inter are a good side at the moment. Thuram and Martinez form a good partnership up front. You love this. The wing-backs love to get forward. Di down one side, and then they got a combination down. They can play Dumfries or Darmian, depending who's in better form or who's fit. Midfield, that's probably their weakness. Defensively, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, they're the two players in there that you wouldn't say are great defensively. Barella makes good forward runs. I think they're a match for Real Madrid. I think it'll be a very tight game.
So did you say Real Madrid or Atletico?
Real Madrid.
Yeah, we were talking about that if Real Madrid got through and Arsenal.
They're a match for Real. In fact, the fact that.
And of course, they're home and hosed. They don't have to worry about the league. They're going to win the league, so then it can all be about your next two legs.
And the only reason that this is going to be potentially a great game is not because Atleti went over there and did an Atleti job on them. It's because Inter Milan were not clinical enough in the final third. Yeah. This could have been 3-0, possibly 4-0. Job done, finito. If they'd have taken their chances, particularly Arnautovic, who did get a goal but missed a couple of others. He wasn't the only one. So if Atleti defend and play in that manner, even at home, they'll get beat. It's a good Inter side. Yeah. I just want Inter and Arsenal because remember Don was harping on.
Oh yeah,
I never forget.
What a quarter-final that would be.
Remember Don was like almost crying when he said, "Look, Arsenal might be too good for Inter."
Yes.
Yeah, the Serie A hat on.
I'd be careful if I were Inter against Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Just saying.
No, I agree.
Madrid at home, Civitas Metropolitano is a different team with a different personality. Be careful.
What about Real Madrid over two legs if those two face off then?
Be careful with Real Madrid.
Really?
I'm not making the mistake of overlooking Real Madrid in Champions League unless we get to a point in which we're talking about Manchester City.
You know what's going to happen in the quarterfinals? Real Madrid, PSG. It's all about Mbappe. All that story will be. So.
But if Atleti,
And you're picking Real Madrid in that case.
You are picking them, yes, because PSG aren't of the standard of Inter, I think.
if Atleti play as they played in the San Siro, they won't win.
No.
But if the side that we've seen quite often this season turns up, particularly at home, it's got great game written all over it. But I was worried when I saw how they performed in the San Siro against Inter. It was not good.
Finally, what Europa League match is the crew looking forward to watching on tomorrow?
So
Don't
soon.
look at me.
Right, so soon.
I'm going to be travelling at some point.
You'll be
I'll be
travelling?
I've got a much needed day off.
What?
I know that's. I know that it sounds. I know. I don't.
You off tomorrow?
You got another day off. You've had a month off. You've now got another day off.
You'd have a month off.
Schedulers.
I can't watch Europa League because I go to see Cher the musical tomorrow.
No, listen. When you've had a cold week in listen, when you've had a cold week in Alabama, freezing your what's it off. There's no way I can be put on the Europa League.
No,
that's punishment.
Stephen Shack will be here, and you're driving down to. How long's that drive?
It's only 13 hours.
13 hours. So that'd be lovely. Wow, very nice. Will you listen to anything?
We've just dismissed the Europa League there, have we?
Well, no, everyone's got other commitments.
We have people that come in and
There you are.
give it the full commitment.
Stevie and Shaka will be all over it.
Bayer Leverkusen Karabakh. You know my allegiance is to Bundesliga.
They're still going. Oh, yeah, they could win everything. There we
In
are.
fact, you are Mr. Bundesliga.
Yeah,
aren't you? You are.
There we go. So when are you back? Are you going to do Friday?
Well, I'll think about it.
See what happens. Robert, have a lovely trip.
Thank you very much.
He normally leaves on an evening, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he panics. He panics. So if the flight's at like 10 o'clock...
And also,
It's
now,
understandable.
and also the show is later than it used to be. I used to leave at 6 o'clock. It's now 6:57.
That's not happening.
No, exactly. But we can have a nice rest for them tonight.
Well, I'm leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I wouldn't.
Really? No, there we go. That's it. That brings the end of today's show. As we said, none of us will be here tomorrow, so you probably enjoy it more.
Hey.